The other people.
Asana?
Fubura. Fubura. Ah, it's up.
Yeah.
It's up. It's up.
Yeah. Écoutez! Écoutez! Abanya!
Statement by the Naija Delta Rescue Movement. We, the Naija Delta Rescue Movement, wish to express our deep concern regarding the recent development in Rivers State that threaten the smooth governance of our beloved state under the leadership of Governor Fubura. It has come to our attention that certain individuals, self-proclaimed as lawmakers, have issued an unfunded 48 hours ultimatum to the governor to present 2025 state budget. This blatant attempt to destabilize the state is not only alarming but also a clear indication of a coordinated effort to incite chaos, potentially leading to call for a state of emergency and even impeachment. We call on President Bola Tinubu to intervene immediately and put a stop to the action of the FCT Minister, Yeso Wike, and his associates who seem intent on dragging Rivers State into an avoidable crisis. The people of Rivers State desire stability, progress, and a conducive environment for governance. Furthermore, we must make it abundantly clear that the youth of Rivers State will not sit idly while our state is drawn into turmoil. If the federal allocation due to Rivers State are not released promptly, we will have no choice but to take it decisively action. Make it include hitting high production. We can't generate money to the federation account and not have our own share. Our workers deserve their salary. Our government needs the necessary resources to carry out essential development projects. We urge all non-indigenous in Rivers State to consider their safety and leave the state promptly. As the situation may escalate, we cherish the safety of all residents and hope for a peaceful solution to this crisis. Enough is enough. We stand united for the right and future of Rivers State. We demand respect for our leaders and a focus on the development of our region. In solidarity, Naija Delta Rescue Movement.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, let us look at the happenings in Rivers State in what look like trying to throw the state into confusion. Supreme Court have ruled that the Martin Amaules-led House members are the authentic House members. And ever since they legitimize their membership and their position, we have seen 48 hours ultimatum flying here and there. Nominate fresh commissioners within 48 hours. Reconduct this. Everything is 48 hours. Are we seeing a 48 hours House of Assembly?
We are seeing 48 lawmakers of the Rivers State House of Assembly, codenamed 48 lawmakers. Well, anywhere you hear about them, they are the one we are talking about. The lawmakers.
48 hours lawmakers.
48 hours lawmakers. That's not to make everything about them is 48 hours.
And what looked like abrogated at the time of IBB.
Yes.
This one abrogated,
yes.
That abrogated.
Yes, everything.
Now it's 48 hours.
Everything 48 hours. After you have cancelled everything, you want it back in 48 hours.
Now let me ask this question. Somebody saying this to set stage to start impeachment process of Fubura.
It looks like a beautiful plan under that point, of subject of, get this, because it wouldn't allow the governor to, have enough time to organize himself very well. And more especially, they do not have that political powers to constrain or to force the governor to deliver the budget, deliver whatever it is. Commissioners surrender everything within 48 hours. They don't have that power. That is arrogance. That is, oppression. That is rascality. That is recklessness in the highest order. It shows that those lawmakers, I don't know really how they managed to get to that level where they are. They have been called lawmakers. Unfortunately, they have become a threat to themselves. They can never be a threat to the Rivers people. They are currently now they are a threat to themselves, because it is going to be who is going to be the person who is going to grab the bone. Whoever grabs the bone, so be it, either by hook or crook. Whatever you know you can use to grab the bone now, grab it. So whatever Wike and Tinubu feel that they are going to deploy in Rivers State for them to grab the bone, they should be fast about it, because the last ultimatum has already expired, which is 48 hours. We didn't see any action. We didn't see the governor arrested.
To represent the
That's what I'm saying now. We didn't see the governor arrested. We didn't see anything. We don't see them marching on the street. We don't see them kidnapping the commissioner of police or calling the attention of the GOC or even shutting down. We don't see them take any action. The next 48 hours is about to elapse. We have not seen any of them.
We are likely going to
so they're going to order another 48 hours. At the end of the day, the chief judge has disappeared from the environment there. Nowhere, the chief judge is nowhere to be found. In fact, the chief judge made an announcement that it is only the governor that have right to bring him back, that he can stay there for 15 years. It doesn't concern anybody. So that is a deep crisis they have. Tinubu and Wike have thrown themselves. They are holding Fubara. Fubara is also holding them. So what is going to happen at the end of the day is that if there is struggle to that extreme, then everywhere will go in flames.
Okay, now let me take you to the angle of Asadid Kobo, who have said the other time when there were threats that Fubara could be impeached and that he can impeach Fubara not to happen. He did said, I'm talking about Asadid Kobo, that if they think if they impeach Fubara, that nothing will happen. He said, I tell you that something will happen. Are you sure something will happen?
They will not even have the space to sit. Huh? Talk less of, because the seat they left is still vacant. They don't even have anywhere to sit. They are, even if they are going to sit, they do not have any legal power against the sitting governor. We saw Wike did the same thing. We saw Ameti do run the State House of Assembly with 4 people. We saw it in Edo State. Why is it that Fubara own is, becoming something of interest? It's because on the way and manner they are pushing against it, meaning that Tinubu is interested in whatever he's going to do to make sure that he have, because in Kano now, it's not under APC, it's not under PDP. In Lagos now, it's already divided. The island people are saying no to Obasa. Some people have said no to Obasa. It is only Tinubu camp that is saying yes to Obasa. The entire lawmakers in that house, including former Nollywood actor, shed tears when Merenda surrendered to GAG, governance advisory, committee. They surrendered. But people are saying, if you can do such thing in Lagos, why didn't you do such thing in Rivers State? Why are you bringing all the whole federal might on Fubara? Then that was why the Rivers people of Igbo extraction, the Igbos in Rivers State, yesterday, in Rivers State alone, Igbos control 70% of that population.
I'm aware, because Opobo,
yes. Control. So yesterday they issued a press conference calling Tinubu and Wike to order, and they made it very clearly that any attempt, whether it is in the air, they don't even need to come closer to the National Assembly environment. If they want it anywhere that they want to impeach Fubara, that place where they did it, that they will see the other side of the Igbo people of Rivers. That's what they say. They say Igbo people of Rivers. That's what
perhaps I should ask this question. What do you think would have necessitated the Igbos in Rivers rally around the Fubara?
Because all Igbos all over the world believes in justice. No, they don't. They get straightforward because they are light. They know what light is. If you are light, you know what light. When you see light, you know what it is. Agreed. Wike and Fubara has worked together. Or it happens to be the Captain General of the Federation. But from what we are seeing, we do not see anywhere Fubara went wrong or offended Wike to the extent that they went to remove the first Ijaw governor in that state. Just because of Wike brought the whole commissioners. You are the one that brought the lawmakers, then allow the governor, to get along with his government. You are demanding that a certain fair share of the state allocation or revenue should be awarded to you, and the man said no.
Okay, now let me bring this angle, Mr. Chinedu Michael, because we thought we have.
You are seeing it now. They are moving closer. You can see that synergy already. You know, the people are beginning to realize now that the Northerners, of course, and the Yorubas, who has kept division in the entire Biafran space as a result of creating South-South, are beginning to see that, you know, the Northerners are already wanting Tinubu. Let this not trigger the Biafran cause, because they are seeing the realignment that is going on in River State. Now, remember, the Ohanese president, the current Ohanese president, you know, John Asotambata, is from at the same state. The
And Mbata is as well an ally of Fubara.
Of course, now he was the one that nominated. You don't know what is happening.
So the Igbos are so much interested. Igbos in Rivers.
You understand? That's what I said. The Ijo youth now and Igbo, they came out and said they are Igbo Rivers or whatever they call themselves. But I can see the synergy yesterday. It was something. It was overwhelming. The crowd was something else. I think.
And coincidentally, both Wike and Mbata are of Ikwele extraction.
Yes, but they are. If Mbata can be claiming Igbo, Wike is claiming, though Wike has made it years back that when he was giraffing the presidency, he said I'm Igbo, so that.
But Wike is child of strength. Why could he be saying he's not an Igbo person?
No, but before he started saying it that he's not an Igbo person. Before, we were saying a number of things how related Igbo and all that.
Let me bring this angle, because Ijoyu Council have made it very clear, saying if you deprive River State of fund, Nigeria will be deprived of fund. I know the angle they are going. Perhaps attacking critical oil infrastructure in the region. We have seen this in the past, in the time of Yaradua, when Baramatu was bombarded and different places bombarded. Do you think you can
the joy is not much in River State?
But do you think
the judge are in Bayelsa State? You know, and the connection is still there because Bomadu, Patani, and all the rest of them, you know, they all.
But the question I'm asking, do you think the judge had the capacity to threaten oil infrastructure in
it's not only the judge. You know, when they talk about the Ijaw nation, it's just that the judge, when they are just looking at the people of Ijaw. When you talk about the Ijaw, you're talking about, you know, the entire South is, you know, volunteer forces.
So there's synergy this time around.
That's what I'm telling you. So you understand? So nobody's going to see it as an Ijaw thing. The way they are seeing the fight of Nnamdi Kanu as an Igbo thing. Nobody's seeing it. We understand what is happening in River State. We understand what happened in River State. We understand the need where there is South. We understand what is going to happen. We understand that Fubara has refused. But the River State people has refused for them not to plant another Fulani governor in that state, like they did in Imo State, did in Ebonyi State, did the same thing in, of course, Enugu State, and they are doing the same thing in Anambra State. So the Northerners and the Yoruba Arabs are busy planting Boko Haram governors in all those areas so that it will be easy for them to penetrate and conquer. And Fubara is the only governor from the South they want to use to test run. They already made plan in that regard. So it's a serious thing, you know, and the man has understand that, you know, this is not about Fubara, this is not about River State, this is about the soul of River State.
Okay, now let me bring this angle, Mr. Chinedu Michael, because we thought we have evolved beyond the politics of godfatherism, because we know we used to have the strongman of Ibadan politics, talking about Adedebo also. We used to have the Saraki of Kwara State. No, currently we still have the Tinubu of Lagos. What we are seeing in River State, it looks as if Ewike want to bring us back to that era.
Oh no, you want to replicate the Baba Sope syndrome, political experiment. You know, most of them have even tried it, you know, to see how it's going to work for them the way Tinubu sat on Lagos for many years. And so that's what they are practicing. But Wike is throwing so much crisis into achieving it, you know, and if you look at how Bola Ahmed was able to do it, you know, Bola Ahmed does not discriminate. He makes sure that almost everybody is carried along in the Lagos factor, you know, trying to see how he built that empire in Lagos State, the political that dynasty where his word becomes law and order. No, to an extent, he carried, but this one is doing everything by force. No, people don't want to be controlled like that. You know, nobody's on autopilot. That is the truth.
That is pure subjugation.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So that is what it means. Nobody wants to be run that way. And the way you're doing, you can see almost all the ex-governors of that state, including Amechi, is supporting Fubara. So who is actually supporting Wike? So the power to rise against Godfatherism, as they are pushing it, the Fulanis and the Yorubas are pushing it to the people of South, will be restricted. And there's a massive resistance going on in that regard.
Okay, let me ask this question. Does it mean a Fubara saw this coming? Because we understand that as we speak, Asari Kobo is already a recognized traditional ruler in River State. And this happened in the build-up to this development. Does it mean an Asari Kobo is positioned to fight?
Asari Kobo, is already a king. He's no longer a field operator. He can't go to the field operations now as a result of the present and it was strategic.
But you know what, Aziz? This is the same man recently who threatened to bring down military helicopter.
God, let me tell you, I want to move away from this attachment to Asari Dokubo. I want to completely move away from it. But let me tell you in honest truth. Currently now, we are not going. It's not about Asari Dokubo. What it means is that among their class and ex-militants, who still have maintained a certain structure in that place. It can be a kind of a rallying point, for or a link for Fubara to defend his mandate, either hook or crook. But let me tell you, in honest truth, currently now, Asari Dokubo cannot do anything. He's a king. He's wearing big abada now. He's not active again. You understand? So what I've told you the role is going to play. The real people who are going to play the game, you understand, already know themselves and they're organized. A lot of them have started moving to the Greeks with their speedboat. A lot of them have started activating, strategies in that regard. And it's going to happen. Everything they're going to see there is going to happen simultaneously because the Pandef is already on the side of Fubara. Every group, the Igbo nation, generally, is supporting Fubara.
But Mr. Chinedu, remember that under Muhammadu Buhari, as a result of frustration, Buhari was forced to say that the high tech with which militants destroy oil Christian infrastructure at the high sea is something else. Are we likely going to say repeat of they are going to start from the mainland.
I'm telling you. Let them push Fubara to the wall. They are pushing him already to the wall. Let them push him to the point that the man will command. Well, that's what everybody will command. We can himself will run. And I tell you, even what the Northerners are afraid now is that, Tinubu, be careful. They are going to play into the hands of Biafrans. That's what the Northerners are saying now. And that is the fear.
That's why I ask, why is which strategy has Fubara used that almost everybody is on his side?
No, because
the Igbos, the Naija Delta, everybody.
Let me tell you, to be honest with you, Fubara has played a fair game. He has pleased both the president, pleased Wike, and people have seen clearly that he is somebody that wanted peace in River State. People have seen clearly that this man is master intelligent, super intelligent, a strategist too, having served under Wike for 8 years as the accountant general of the state. So he understands some certain things. So Fubara is a magnet when it comes to playing into the public consciousness. You know where to move and when not to move. You understand? So that is what it is. So people have come to accept him because one, he does not show any form of disrespect. When the war started, they ran to the people that gave him the mandate. And he explained himself. He complained. And they said, is this what happened? The whole ex-governors of that state tried to intervene. They went to Abuja. He maintained his own side of the agreement by withdrawing some cases from the court. But we can never withdraw anything. So at this point, he has gotten that understanding. And if you can see, he's not afraid to call himself an Igbo man. He's not afraid. He made it very clearly that the community where he came from, which is Opopo, was founded by an Igbo man.
Let me ask this last question, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Because it stands, whether I would like it or not, it was wicked that brought him into the political limelight. And people are asking question, could it be that a Wike was not designing enough to know that this man would disobey him?
Fubara never disobeyed him. Fubara never disobeyed him. What happened is that they were claiming that the Riverine side have not been able to produce governor, and most of the people that produce governor are Igbo side, the Igbo people. Ikwere, whatever, they have been producing governor. Allow, you know, and they said after they have been supporting all this Amechi, all the them and all the rest of them. Let us even, and based on that note, that was how the Fubara factor came in. So don't tell me that Mbata or Asuntan Mbata that made Wike. Have you seen Mbata come out one day and said and be complaining with a Wike? But he made him chairman of Obiokpo local government. Is that people supported Wike? So why is it that he came to this man now? You want everybody to know that you know you are the Jagaban of River State. We don't do Jagaban for the south, east and south. You want to do your Jagaban, you know where Jagaban they happen. Go that side.
So maybe he should relocate to the southwest.
Yeah, yes, where Jagaban
where Baba reigns supreme.
Yes, reigns supreme without anything. You can see how they have rendered Governor Sanwo-Olu, you know,
incapacitated.
I'm telling you, the man have nothing to say. In fact, if you see Governor Sanwo-Olu now, you pity him. Because if he's working now, he doesn't know whether governor is working. They have disarmed him completely. He doesn't know what is happening in the state again. He's just praying and waiting that, I beg, make this 10 come, make I go rest. That is just it. So the whole thing as it stands now is Tinubu should play careful. And what Wike did in Obibo, killing Igbos there, the matter is still there.
Is that the reason the Igbos are going with Fubara?
No. I'm telling you, the main reason is just that this is pure injustice. As simple as that.
And the Igbos are for justice, equity, and
from the beginning. That's the problem we have the British government. The woman believes in justice,
equity,
fair play.